Last time, at over 4,000 meters above sea level in the Argentine Puna, I chased an incredible sunset at Salar de Paquitos, wandered through the Mars-like Desertio del Diablo, and fought brutal winds at Ojos de Mar. But this is part 2. After a bone-shaking day on the road, I stumbled upon a jaw-dropping viewpoint overlooking another salt flat. Then I jumped into the 4x4 to finally reach Campo de Piedra Pompez and rushed to find the composition as the sun goes down. Let's get into it. Right, we've had a bit of a shocker of a day today. We think we came down the wrong road, basically trying to get to Antofagasta de la Sierra from Salar de Paquitos. It's a long way, and I think we chose like the wrong road, which was just washboard the whole way. So it's been a bit of a nightmare. The van's took an absolute beating. It's been amazing to be fair, but it's took a beating. We're about an hour and 45 minutes away from Antofagasta now, and I found a little spot up on the hill, which I think is really cool. I've got the name here of the salt flat. It's a bit of a mouthful. Lago Salar del Hombre Muerto. Apologies to any Spanish people. But yeah, that's the salt flat. I'll show you now. I don't know if you can really see it very well from here. It's quite far away, but I'm using the telephoto here. And I've got the nodal rail. I'm setting up for a pano. And I'm just bringing those distant mountains in close. And then just panning right across the scene there. I'm actually tempted to stay here tonight and photograph it as the sun goes down. Because behind me, there she is. Maybe not golden light, but I think it'll be pretty good at sunset. Because we're raised up on the hill here too, you see the water in the flats. So you've got like the white, really white salt and the blue, really light blue water. It looks amazing. I'm struggling to speak today because I've got chapped lips, like really broken lips. I haven't spent like over a week in the desert now. I'm broken. I need a shower and I need to find some lip balm. Let's get this level. Good thing about this tripod, it's got a built-in leveling base. So you can just set the legs wherever you want and then undo this little dial. You've got a level there. So when you're doing your panos now, you can just move the camera side to side. You don't need to faff around like adjusting the legs on the tripod to get the camera level. So yeah, it's much quicker, much easier. One important thing to notice as well is the like a third of the way down the lens needs to be over the center of the tripod to stop any like parallax and stuff when you stitch everything together later when you do a pano. So yeah, now I've got that nice and level. I can just visualize it from left to right or right to left just by like moving the camera through the scene. Yeah, and I'd always leave a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom, because when you stitch it all together, it's going to crop it in a little bit. So you need to be aware of that and sort of count for it. Just remember you're going to lose a little bit off top and bottom. I'd rather get more of the foreground in than the sky, because the sky's just blue, whereas the foreground's a bit more interesting. It's going to be a big pano though. It's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I reckon 5 shots, landscape shots as well. It's quite a lot. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out in terms of like aspect ratio later on. Maybe 3:1, hopefully. Right, I'm happy with that now. Looks good. I'm going to manually focus. That's one thing to remember as well. Always keep it in manual. You don't want the focus adjusting for each different photo that you take. You want to just focus to infinity because there's nothing in the close foreground, and then just go across. Got my 2-second timer on. Shot number 1. Loosen it off. Always overlap it by at least half as well. You don't want to miss a little section out of the photo. That'd be disastrous. Take a photo of your hand at the end. It's ready to go. It's looking nice. Just checking focus now across all the frames, because I just want to make sure that they're all sharp before you get back to the computer. Oh, it's going to look so good, that, you know. That's it for the pano for now. The sun's dropping behind the hill behind us, and the shadow's getting further towards the edge of where my frame was there, so I think that's it for the Puna. More interested in these other things now I've done that. So let's see what I've got there now. I like the mountains in the background. The sky's a bit boring. I like the foreground here, how it sort of frames the bottom of the picture, and also this little mound of whatever it is in the middle, in the mid here. Yeah, so I think it's quite a nice minimal photo. That'd be quite cool, especially as the light gets better as well. So we're on day 4 now of exploring the Puna in Argentina, and it's been absolutely amazing so far, really has. We've booked into a little cabin, as you can see behind me, for a couple of nights, just to reset the van, wash our clothes, have a shower, sort out all, charge batteries, just all that kind of thing. We needed a reset. We were absolutely shattered after multiple days of just driving along bumpy gravel roads. So yeah, it's been a much needed rest. Today, I've got somewhere really exciting to show you, because this evening, we're heading on a 4x4 adventure to a place called Campo de Piedra Pompez, which is a pumice stone field created by volcanic eruptions and like strong winds in the high altitude desert over years and years and years, has carved this soft stone into these like wave kind of sculptures. It looks absolutely amazing. We've booked a tour. It's just us two in a Toyota Hilux 4x4. I was going to drive there myself, but apparently it's like really, really bad. Like the sand is really soft on the route, so it's highly recommended, if not sort of mandatory, to have a 4x4. So I didn't want a chance getting the van stuck, and so yeah, I'm super excited for the little adventure this evening. I was hoping that it's going to be a good sunset, like dramatic sunset, and actually, as you can see over there now, we've got some cloud. So that's super exciting. We don't know what's going to happen yet for sunset, but it's promising. At least there's some interest in the sky for photography anyway. Gives it some more three-dimensionality, which will be really good, because it's like a one-off thing as well. You know, I only get an hour there, so I'm going to have to be really quick in finding some compositions that I'm happy with. I think it's going to be a bit overwhelming, but I'm just going to go with the flow, see what happens. So yeah, I'm super excited to take you along with me, and I hope you enjoy the photos from it, because I think they'll be quite unique. So we're in the pumice field now. Just got dropped off by Juan, lovely driver. It was a pretty rough drive. I'm glad that he brought us in the truck rather than trying to bring the van down the road. Just really sandy, really windy, a bit rocky. But we're here now. We've got an hour to explore. It looks pretty cloudy, like towards where the sun is, but I don't know. I'm hoping it might come back out as well. So we'll see. I'm a bit nervous. I'm like excited, but also it's overwhelming. I don't know what to take a picture of. I also feel like the sun's going to disappear, so I'm a bit unsure what to do. Well, that's the when someone else brings you somewhere, that's always a bit of an issue. Gonna get a few shots in the bag, then we'll see. What a place. It's so cool. Look at that. Actually looks like a ship, doesn't it? Carved by the wind. I think it's quite hard compositionally because there's just it's so big. And also I'm struggling to like slow down and just think. I think because we arrived quite late, sun's going down. Yeah, I'm just panicking a little bit. I need to stay calm. I need to enjoy it really. And that's the main thing. Okay, that'll do. Oh, thanks, that's cool. Let's get out of here. Juan's waiting. So we arrived back around 10:30 last night. I was absolutely shattered after spending some time in Campo de Piedra Pompez. It was such an amazing place. It was absolutely incredible. Such a unique landscape. Highly recommend checking it out if you get a chance. So even just doing some Googling and having a look at it, it's really, really cool. It was an amazing place to see. Really enjoyed being there. The time went so quickly. By the time we jumped out the truck, made our way into like the thick of it, and I started taking some photos, yeah, it just flew by. When I said to Alice, what time is it? She said 10 to 8. And I was like, oh, that's flown by. I've took like 1 or 2 photos. I was really trying to get up close to some of the pumice stones and use like the textures and the lines and everything to make some like interesting compositions. But I was really struggling because the place is so big. I think it stretches across like 15-20 kilometers maybe, and it's just these waves, and every one is unique because it's got a different shape, and there's like volcanoes in the background, there's mountains over there. Like, I didn't know where to point my camera, if I'm honest. I hope that I got a few unique images. I'm quite fairly happy with some of them. Not 100% happy. Like, I'd love to spend more time there. Really look for some cool compositions. If I was to go back, or if I'd recommend the place to anybody else, I would definitely take your own 4x4 and just go there a few days in a row, find the composition that you like, and yeah, you'll be onto a winner then for sure. There's a few challenging things when you're on a tour, and that is definitely the time limit. We planned to be there for sunset, but the guy picked us up a little bit earlier, which meant we got there earlier and had to leave just before sunset. So that was a bit of a shame. We still got some good light, still got some drama in the sky, which was good. Couldn't have asked for any better conditions, to be honest, because it was perfect. So that ends our time in the Argentine Puna. It's been absolutely incredible, really has. I would come back in a heartbeat if I had the opportunity. You feel like you're making unique photographs here, because I don't think many photographers have documented this place. Like, there's some blogs that I found before coming with some decent photos on and stuff like that, but there's not a lot of photographers who have been here and, you know, put a lot of time into documenting the place. I think that's just down to it being such a hard environment. Like, there's not a lot here. It's really difficult to survive. It's the second highest plateau on Earth. The wind has been really difficult. It's been boiling hot in the day, but then freezing cold at night. And the wind picks up all little bits of sand. I've actually scratched my telephoto lens, which is not ideal, but yeah, that's part of photographing the Puna, I think. Some of the nights were dropping down to well below freezing. We've been wrapped up in duvets, sleeping bags. Luckily, we've got all the gear from like years of camping back in the UK, so you know, it's not been a problem. Like, we've been absolutely fine. Know how to survive in the cold, and yeah, the van's been ideal really. So let me know in the comments what you thought. Does it make you want to come here and photograph the Puna yourself? Did you have any favourite images from the video? I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and thank you so much for coming on the journey with me, and I'll see you on the next video.